What is Gucci? It's your boy Muncie, and this is Swole by Science. And today we have a muscular study by Biomed Central, and we are answering the question: is whey protein helpful? And the study was over a Prolibra whey protein supplement, and the two studies in the article were conducted by Prolibra, so the study may be controversial. And the article title is called "A Whey Protein Supplement Increases Fat Loss and Spares Lean Muscle in Obese Subjects, a Randomized Human Clinical Study." And right away, that sounds great. If you can increase your lean muscle retention and reduce fat, well, increase fat loss, then it is amazing. And the first study evaluated a specialized whey fraction for use as a dietary supplement to enhance weight loss. So basically, all they did was they're getting this supplement and they're giving it to obese individuals, which they got their BMI, which is their body mass index, which is your height to weight ratio, and if they fit the scale of obese, then they were into the study. And it was a randomized, double-blind, and double-blind means neither the subjects or testers knew who took what till the end of the study. And this was a 12-week study with a caloric restriction of 500 calories per day. So the majority of the time we eat 2,000 calories. That is what you are supposed to do, so they restricted it by 500 calories. So now they're taking in 1,500 calories, which is it's a fair amount to diet if you're starting out, but I would start out about 1,700 calories and then work my way down to 1,500. And 20 minutes before breakfast and dinner, one group would take the Prolibra supplement and the other an isocaloric, which isocaloric is a same caloric density, that means has the same calorie amount as the Prolibra supplement. And it was an isocaloric ready to mix beverage, which at the beginning of the study they took a DEXA scan used to calculate body fat percentage and lean muscle mass. So basically, you just lay down on this machine. It scans over your body for about 10 to 15 minutes, and it prints out a picture, a cartoon picture of your body, and it shows different parts. I'll put a picture up to show you an exact thing. And they took the body weight and anthropometric, or a fancy word for body size, measurements. And those were recorded every 4 weeks. So every 4 weeks they would go in and they would basically record the size of their biceps, their hips, pretty much every muscle, and their body weight. And at the end of the study, the Prolibra subjects lost 2.81 versus 1.62 kilograms of average body fat. So they lost more body fat than the individuals who were taking the isocaloric beverage, as well as they lost less lean muscle mass, which is 1.07 versus 2.41 kilograms. So they also retained more lean muscle mass, which is the muscle which you can work out. And the conclusion of the study was quoted by the article was because subjects taking Prolibra lost 6.1% of their body fat mass, and because 5% of body fat mass has been shown to reduce risk of obesity related diseases, the results have practical significance. And then the article article goes on to say that obesity is an epidemic and a proper approach to weight management is needed. Several different obesity-related diseases which hinder many things. It can be from bone bone density loss to you just being sluggish. The article goes on to talk about the different benefits of taking a whey protein supplement, which is an increase in muscle mass, produces an increase in fat loss. I want to hit on a key point real quick. And a very big point that I want to make that a lot of people forget about this, and they think that the only way that you can burn fat is if you just spend hours and hours upon, like, even days just going on a treadmill or running or anything like that, which that does help because say for an obese individual, they're no, let me get the red because the red will look nice. An obese individual, their muscle, let's say, is pretty small like that. So then it attaches right here to your bone through a tendon because an obese individual has all this fat collected around your muscle and your bone. But let's say you increase this muscle mass through strength training and proper diet, then all of this fat right here, it'll start going away because this muscle, that basal metabolic rate, it increasing your muscle mass increases your basal metabolic rate, which is the amount of calories you use throughout the day. Because you can, even whenever you're just sitting on the couch, you're still using up calories because your body still needs to do several different functions. You're still having to breathe in, breathe out, sweat, everything. Your body is still working even whenever you're asleep. Even whenever you're asleep, you're burning. You're burning all the time. But if you increase that muscle mass, then that muscle is going to need food. That muscle needs something to stay because that muscle doesn't want to go away. Your muscle is one of the last things to begin breaking down. Let's go on to the second study. The second study had 158 subjects, 25 to 50 years old, with a body mass index of the weight to height ratio of 30 to 42 kilograms per square meter, which that's a lot. That's like mine is a 22.1, and subjects who intook more than one dairy serving per day were suggested to take at most one serving so it would not skew the data that was recorded. As well, subjects recorded their daily food intake and were assigned a diet plan with a certain number of servings for various food groups, and the serving sizes and everything were from the National Heart Association. And lastly, the groups were randomly assigned to a control group of 53 subjects, a ProLibra group of 53 subjects, that was the ones who were taking the ProLibra whey supplement, and a group of 52 subjects, which they stated that they had no data, so they cut out that group. And the group taking the ProLibra took it 20 minutes before breakfast and dinner, so they were taking it twice a day. At the end of the study, the ProLibra subjects lost 2.81 kilograms versus 1.62 kilograms of body fat and retained 2.41 kilograms versus 1.07 kilograms of lean muscle mass. So as you can see in the study, and the conclusion is that taking a supplement of a whey protein supplement, or at least of the Prolibra whey supplement, it increases your lean muscle mass, it decreases your body fat, it helps the bone density, and it increases your basal metabolic rate, and that is because of the increase in lean muscle mass. As I said, the study, they did put a advisory warning that the study was taken by the Prolibra whey protein company, so that it is controversial that some of the data may have been misviewed, it may have been weighted into their favor, who knows, but it's all up to you if you want to take a whey protein supplement. For me, I haven't been until recently, and I guess it helps. It helps